This is an awkward start. Be awkward with me. I'm curious, when you guys get battle passes in the games, especially if you play like mobile games and stuff like that, do you guys redeem every single time? Like, do you redeem immediately? Or do you like kind of let it stack up a little bit so it's like a big like Christmas present or something? I don't know. Sometimes I like to like let it stack up a little bit, but I want to see what this Bandle Gold Star Vessel happens. You know, maybe we get some emotional support for our Vex fund. But hopefully you guys are doing good. Yes, sir. And yeah, nice. We already have every single of those. Yumi. Okay, Yumi getting some more support. And there's this one. So we finally have some Bandle City Nova Shards, if you can imagine. 20. Look at that. You know what's crazy is that Yumi's actually in the same position as actually Yumi has over 100. So for Yumi, I really just technically just need the Nova Shard and we can have the power of friendship, but I don't. This might be a little mini. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna talk about this. So hold on. Let's count it up together. Let's count it up together. We got Yumi, right? So that's one. I'm actually gonna take notes on this. Darius is number 2. I'm right here, right at the node. Then we have Echo, right here at the node. But we have 1 shard. So we let's add that into it as well. I do have a Nova Shard for this. I could use this. And what what region it happens to be, right? So Echo is, I have the ability, but he is PNZ. Jinx is an honorable mention because I could do this, as you see, 30, 10, and then it would have the 100 and then this. So I could actually do Jinx if I wanted to. Nico has been Nico the whole time. As you guys remember, the decision I had to do with Aatrox or Nico, because Nico I've been sitting at right this whole time. I could actually use it right now, but I don't have the shard. Well, the crystal. Sorry, I keep messing it up. Fortunately, we have another Bandle character, and I have the ability to also get. It's funny that Nico is in her portrait, but I do have the ability to get Nora's. It's right here. And yes, I'm aware. If you guys, I'm not saying like I get this one and I can get right into the next one. Some of them I can, right? Some of them I don't need the wild fragments, but I could do it, but I still don't have the shard to do it. So, and then here we are again. We have Samira. I would be able to use the beautiful and the brutal, but I do not have the shard, and that's 2 for Noxus. Oh crap! I didn't think we could get for Vayne. So yeah, Dwayne 20 right here, and then we would go straight, and we would have enough for the purge with silver. So we would actually be able to do Vayne. So that's another one. Hitting the Demacia for the video. Special mention. See, this is 10 and then 30 would leave me with 95. And then I would need 5 more, and when I do my 5 fights per day, I would get the wild fragments, and I would be able to do it. So I'm gonna add Vi. Shut up. And as you can see how far down I've gone, yeah, some of them either already have it. You know, as you can see, Aatrox and Gwen, we already have those 2. Oh yeah, we're going to Viego. I'm pretty sure Viego, I'm actually up to it as well. Viego's actually in the same situation where look, it's 30, and then I would go here, and then. And we actually have the crystal here. So for me, I have thought about just getting Viego because I do have another Shadow Owl's crystal. So that's like where my thing is. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna add Viego, but I'm gonna put it under the thing that I can technically use a crystal to get it. I can get Viego if I wanted to. And here we go. Perfect aim. We can get it right here, right now. It's very similar to the other ones, but I definitely have it. And then we're gonna go put Caitlyn on the list. What are we up to right now? I wish I was doing it I'm doing it in a notepad. I don't know why. That's already just for the PNZ. That's 4 of them. I could technically get all 4, but obviously I use 1 crystal and then I lose that. I use all my wild fragments. I have to build it back up. It's kind of annoying. But there's some that you saw already that have a pretty thing. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 champions so far. I'm not even done. 11 champions so far that I could get their thing because I'm like right next to it or very close. Haven't spoken about baby girl because we actually have. Oh yeah, I could actually get the void touch. I would take a big chunk out of some of the stuff I'm doing, but we're actually right here. One of the ones that I really wanted to test out. We're literally right there. I just don't have any Shurima anything if I'm not mistaken. No, no, we have some Nova Shards, but no, I'm right here. I could actually just use the thing if I had the opportunity, and we could be testing out Will the Abyss. But yeah, yeah. Guess what, you guys? Dream Woven Spirits. We are right here. Ionia, we've been sitting here chilling for a bit. This really cool passive that a lot of people wanted to test out. I'm right there. I'm actually right here. Bro, I didn't even know I was this close to Yasuo. Check this out. So we have the 40 here. This will leave 10 left over. And you know that we currently have enough wild fragments to, if I were to get here, and we could actually be typhooning it up. Yeah, I mean, obviously we would have to make the decision between Lilia or Yasuo, but we're right there. It's actually pretty nuts. I actually didn't, I've mentioned this so many times, but I never like actually sat and see how many I was so close to. And this is eye-opening for me. I would actually suggest that you do this and then tell me what in the comment section. Give me your number. What is your number that you're actually currently sitting at? Like, as you can see, these are the ones that just say upgradable now, and now I'm going into the couple. There's not too many down here that aren't, but I can tell you that I know I'm at Lux. Lux is actually one of the more embarrassing ones for me, because check out Lux. I literally have everything except these purple crap that no one cares about. Everything that's fragment based, I have. Everything that's fragment based, I have. And guess what? I'm still sitting at 100 thing. I'm sitting here for Demacia, for Lux Illuminated. I am actually just sitting here with the fragments. Wouldn't cost me a wild fragment whatsoever. But yeah. And guess what? I'm pretty sure it's the same thing for my Misfortune, if I'm not mistaken. I know that hers is really close here because hers is easy to get. It's always been there. Look, 90. I'll need 10 wild fragments, but we have no Bilgewater. I don't think I have anything Bilgewater, right? No, just 20 Nova Shards. Yep. Earlier, so look, I can't get him 6-star. No, I'm just kidding. Pike, I don't remember where I was with Pike. Am I at Pike? I'm at Pike using everything in my arsenal, but I actually can get Pike. Like I said, I'm doing this because I do think that the wild fragments you'll get, but it's not the wild fragments that's the problem. You can get a ton of wild fragments over time. It's just the fact that we're not getting Nova Crystals over time. There's not enough Nova Shards. And this is going to go back to the Battle Pass argument, right? The whole thing with the Battle Pass. And I think that thing that I just unlocked was legitimately the only thing, right? Wasn't that that's the only thing now in that entire Battle Pass? And I think you can luckily get a crystal from that. I think I gotten that before, but I think that's the all you can get. We've been sitting here chilling with Vex as well, 35 wild fragments that I would have to use. But yeah, everything is misery is right there. It's literally right there. It's just can't do it. This is, I think, for a person that plays the game and covers the game, I just feel like you would think that I would have more. Now, obviously, the elephant in the room is that, yeah, Volley I already knew Volley, 75 to 25, like, and this is Freljord. First Freljord I have. Ashe is the other one, but I'm nowhere close with Ashe. I've not been blessed with Ashe. I think that's the last one. We already have Yuumi was the first one, and these are 3-star. There's no other 6-star champions here, right? Okay, so everyone else is just 3-star. So let's count out my total: 17, 18, 19. Look, this is my this is the thing that you see in the description. I realized I didn't have to actually put that in there anymore, but the intro. And yeah, this is where I just did this, just for her to see. So you can still read the 12, hopefully. But yeah, there's this one. As you can see with P and Z, right? The P and Z ones, I would use the crystal and then I would be out the next character, right? So there's even, I know I was cheating a little bit with Jinx, Vi, right? Because I would have to do, but yeah, Caitlyn is a definite one. Like if I do Caitlyn right now, obviously it would take me a long time to get that. The wild fragments would reset, but I will get the wild fragments back. You guys have probably seen me use the wild fragments and then we get them back. There's a lot of different ways to get the wild fragments. You're getting 5 a day at that point, but I feel like there should be maybe more. And what my point of doing this is that I really feel like there should be a little bit more Nova Shards that are given out. So let's look at the next part of it, right? So as you can see here, I have one Nova Crystal here, and the Shadow Owls Nova Crystal, I said, hey, I could actually get the Viego, and then boom, there's no other Shadow Owls 6-star champion currently in the game, and we already know that there's probably going to be another PNZ with Victor or like Warwick, or maybe they'll do Noxus and they'll go to Umbessa, right? When Arcane hits. But you know, I just got this 20, just got that. This is the first time we have anything with Bandle. Only 20 on Bilgewater, 60, getting close to Demacia. We'll then have to choose between Vayne or Lux, right? And then God knows when we'll finish that one out, right? And then Freljord only 20, Ionia 40, Noxus 40, Piltover 60. Shadow Isle's coming back up, but once I use this one, I don't even need this, right? So this would be irrelevant to me. This, I would roll into one of these other ones. I'm just basically saying, like, they definitely need that system. Nova Shards 4, like Targon. I didn't write any Targon. Targon is not the only one I think would be like Morgana. I mean, when Morgana is the only one I think currently that I guess goes under Targon. Let me just double check that because I kind of forgot. Or is she considered to be Demacia? No, she's considered Targon in the Fragment thing. So yeah, she would be great. You know, she has her own little thing. They obviously have a couple other Targonian champions that they could put into constellations, into 6 stars, but they just don't. I think she's the only one hanging out chilling. But when they do that, you know, she'd take up that one shard and then the other guy would just be screwed. Now, the number that I said, we also have to keep in mind that realistically what they're kind of asking me to do, or if I wanted to expedite that, look, you can get wild fragments right here. No, I wouldn't do that. You grind wild fragments, don't buy them. Don't buy them. Gemstones, which no one cares about. These are things that can sometimes create a small chance. Silver is a small chance to create Nova Shards, right? But they don't have enough Silver Star vessels that they give out. They don't have enough of, and then yeah, you could just buy it here. Why don't you not buy it here, buddy? Because I'm not. Like I said, I want everyone purpled out. That's my goal. This thing being in the shop, I think this should be replaced with this. That to me makes a lot more sense. First and foremost, if you want me to spend this, you want me to get this number down and get screwed over, basically, that should be replaced with, because nobody wants this. This is literally the worst thing in the game, and they just need to rotate that. I feel that's just the first thing. And then when it comes to rewards, let's go back to the battle pass, right? And I think that when people were looking at it and they said, yo, there's no thing, there really isn't. Like, they're wild fragments. And again, now this stuff is good because you'll be able to replace the wild fragments. I can be a little bit more loose, like as you guys saw, with all the wild fragments that I currently have, right? I can get more nodes, I can unlock more stuff. I could be a little bit more loose with the wild fragments if I plan on getting the battle pass, because as you can see, look at all these fragments. Look at all these vaults. You feel secure, you feel good about actually investing into a character because you're going to be able to get wild fragments. If not, they're vaults and you might luck out and hit the character and get some little boom, some more wild fragments, stardust, these blessings to level up the characters. So yeah, look, another gold vault, silver record, the record leads and stuff like that. Really good for obviously newer players if they're trying to catch up in a sense like this. I just don't care. I know that this is to get the, what is it, like the mana flow passives. You do need those crystals and stuff like that, but you get them over time. You actually have a resource. You can grind out some of the resource and get it. Another silver star vessel here. So we have only seen, I think, one, and then the gold one that I just got that was focused on Bandle City because of Heimer, right? Heimer is another one, and then we see that one. So we have a couple here. But remember, it is a small chance. These should be potentially gold as I go up. As I go up, there should be this Bander Major. Look at this. So this is something that I'm looking for. That's good to see, right? That's really good to see. But again, this is the battle pass focused on this specific region, which is great because that would mean that you would, oh yeah, I've been wanting Bandle. So for me, there's an extra incentive for me to get the battle pass because of a couple of these. But my main issue is that these things are like just a chance to get it, and then these, I think you're guaranteed to get something good from that all the way here at the end, right? So not that bad, but the silvers are not guaranteed to get even the shards, right? They should maybe switch it that you do get some of the shards, because I think the amount that you guys see that I have is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't spend extra money as far as like, you guys know what I normally buy. The only thing that I get out of the shop is the relic packs when they come in. I get the relic packs because I just like the relics. I like to have the relics on hand, but I'm not buying these And oh yeah, and I bought the 3 gold reliquary things that I had. That was a little bit of acceleration into my account, right? And there it is. This is the pack, the 775.90. This is the pack in which you would get those. And because they are tiering it so high, it forces the inability pretty much to make it somewhat easy to maintain, to obtain, right? It's kind of that dynamic. If this wasn't so high priced, you would be like, oh well, I can, I'd rather just grind for it. But as you can see, the multitudes of each one, and as soon as I use one, I'm not getting another one in a reasonable time. I've said this before, as well, as that it should take you about a month. I would say about a month or so. If they want to drag it on to a little bit longer than a month, I just feel like it should take about a month to obtain a crystal, a full ice crystal. If you play like every day, like make it that it is a daily grind. I don't care. Some people would be upset about that. Some people want it to be like I can log in once a week and end up with the same thing. But yeah, if you're pricing this high, you should be pricing for real. Like when you're buying this, it's supposed to replace the time investment, right? That is what it's supposed to replace. But the problem is that there's not enough time to make this valuable because I really can't feasibly obtain this. So I feel like that's the big difference. I feel like that's what they're missing, is that this has no value, at least in my opinion. It has no value because it doesn't, I can't even get that thing. It's almost as if, it's almost like it comes off like a pay to win. Like I can only achieve this by getting this. And I've seen people in my comments and they'll say, oh, I already have this character 6-star. And I have a couple 6-stars too, depending on how the dice rolls. But as you see, I should have way more. I should have I'm not saying I should have all those, if that's a misconception. But I should have a little bit more though. I should have at least 5 to 6 more, I would say, out of that list, just from the fact that I play every single day, but I'm not gaining or grinding those resources, or they don't have a converter for me taking the regions that I really don't like, or when I want to focus on one just to get one out of the way and then like condense one into another just to get one, I can't still do that. So like this money funnel that they have going on here is quite egregious. I think that they need to up the thing. The battle pass, like I said, it's good to see the silvers, but the silvers are not guaranteed shards. And then even if I get shards for regions that I don't like, even though as you saw, I have basically an interest in like most of the regions outside of Targon, and there's only one Targon champion. So me getting shards for anything is just it's a win-win for me, but it's a chance to get it. So there's no guarantee when I get those silver vessels that I'm going to actually get a shard. So to me, that is a issue that should be guaranteed. We need guarantee. Like I said, it's going to be 20 shards in a region that it might not benefit me anyway, but at least give me the fact that I will get the shard. Like this, and I think the higher ones that you saw, like that major one, has a high chance to get crystals as well. You could get a crystal out of it, something of that nature. So like it's just, sorry to talk about that. It's not really a negative video. It's just like, for me, it's by putting stuff in perspective. It's a tug of war between how much money they want to make off their customers. That's all it is. But I really think that they should revisit how much it is, because it's getting a little gross. It's a little gross. Anyway, like I said, comment below what your number is. How many are you close to? Rated by, and I'm even including like if you can get the wild fragments for your daily today, and it would put you in enough wild fragments, and then boom. But like I said, wild fragments are like everywhere. There's a lot here in the past. There are when you do these missions, you get wild fragments. You also get regular fragments from these bronze vaults. You also get champion fragments as well. And then you also have the vaults of like the platinum balance, the gold, all these other vaults that give you champion fragments. So you will just literally by definition eventually get those, because some of them are like the platinum and the gold, they are dupe protected. So like you are definitely going to get the 6-star constellation units in fragments over time. Like you're definitely going to get them, but there's nothing that's going to guarantee you get the, like boom, we get a gold like every week, but there's nothing to guarantee and get you that gold. It needs a little fix. And hey, of course, put your suggestions down there. What could they do? But with that being said, I have an art video to make you sweat, make you harder, I don't remember how the song goes. Anyway, I'm out.